Hi guys, welcome to our daily encounter. In Proverbs chapter 6, verses 16 through 19, we have some things that Yahweh hates. It says there, starting in verse 16, there are 6 things which Yahweh hates, even 7 which are an abomination to him: haughty eyes, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises wicked thoughts, feet that hasten to run to evil, a false witness who breathes out lies, and one who spreads strife among brothers. And what's interesting about this list is the first 5 things on the list relate to the human body. We have the eyes, the tongue, the hands, the heart, and the feet mentioned in these verses. Haughty eyes, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises wicked thoughts, and feet that hasten to run to evil. In other words, what's being depicted here is people who use their bodies to go out and do evil things. They're prideful, they're liars, they shed innocent blood, so they're murderers. They are always thinking about wicked things, and they're very quick to run out and do things that are evil and without even really giving it a second thought. And this is an abomination to the Lord. Each of these things are an abomination to the Lord. And we as believers should be doing the opposite of these things with our bodies. We are no longer to use our bodies for unrighteousness, as what's described here, but to use our bodies as instruments of righteousness. In Romans chapter 6, it says, "For just as you presented your members as slaves to impurity and to lawlessness, leading to further lawlessness, so now present your members as slaves to righteousness, leading to sanctification." So there we're taught that where once we used our bodies in a sinful way, now we are to use our bodies in a righteous way. And when we think about it in those terms, we could go back to Proverbs chapter 6 and reanalyze these things and say, you know what we ought to be doing as believers is the opposite of these things. Instead of having haughty eyes, we should have humble eyes. We should be humbled in our hearts. Instead of having a lying tongue, we should have a tongue that speaks truth. Instead of having hands that shed innocent blood, we should have hands that heal, that bring healing, hands that are helpful and help other people. Instead of having a heart that devises wicked thoughts, we should have a heart that's full of good thoughts, thoughts about God, thoughts about Christ, that's set on the Spirit, that's set on heavenly things, that is devising good that they can do. And instead of having feet that hasten to run to evil, we should have feet that hasten to run to do good. Always ready to lend a helping hand, always ready to do loving acts for others, always ready to share the gospel, to have those beautiful feet that go out and proclaim the good news, to be swift to do good. And so perhaps it would be helpful as we do our reading today, as you go through and read this list, think about the opposite of each of these things and begin to be encouraged to go out and use your body, and all of us to use our bodies in a positive way that actually runs in the opposite direction of what's being described here. That way, we will be living a life that God doesn't hate, but a type of life that God loves, and therefore be more pleasing to him. So these are some things we can reflect on and think about as we do our reading today. With that, guys, I do thank you for watching the video today. Hope you guys have a great day. Love you guys. God bless.